champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Fielded in the end zone, it's Grove. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Wildcats offense will take the field first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oregon! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
That is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early to put yourself in a hole. Not good.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats have it back from Northwestern offense headed out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ducks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throwing right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Northwestern will send out the punt team. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Hauls it in at the 40. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Hunter.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. The option look. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. He gets a block. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the throw.
Inside and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. Finds a man by himself. There he goes. He's at the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Boston. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Still looking on the move. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Complete to the left, and they're able to make the tackle. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's
turning it on. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes a connection. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down at the the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start this drive going to the air. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll move the tight end. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him in the flat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's McGee. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He'll field the punt and look for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Going over the top. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Catch in the middle. It's McGee. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, but because he got nothing after the catch. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. Picks up the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? motion. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Finds his tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Covey. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Snagged in the middle. It's McGee.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's complete. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
The last 2 plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he's got it inside the 20. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's McGee. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Another incompletion on third down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes! He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Fires to the big fella. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Off the play fake. It's complete. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. Trying to barge their way in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. This is a really big play for both teams. Fourth and goal from the 2. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Riggs. That's caught. It's Boston. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Motion from the back. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile in.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. One more play to pad the stats. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to